Welcome all earth, air signs to your chakra reading. Oh my gosh, the first chakra reading of 2026. How freaking amazing, right? Okay, guys, so getting these out. I know they're a little late, but we had so much going on. If you guys didn't get all the readings, go ahead and hit that playlist. In the playlist is all the videos that are going on. So let's get over here, guys, and see what's going on with you. We do have... at the end of the video, I also will pull a card for each of you, okay? So let's get in here and see what's going on in the overall energy for Earth, Air signs. This is Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn, Aquarius. So you've got some perception going on in your chakras. This is a great way to also start the new year, is with a new perspective. You know, it's like, here's the shiny kind of diamond over here, and what you're trying to get to. There's a transformation going on. Fly with freedom. You know, so this perception, there's the royalty going on with the purple. Using that heart chakra for what it is you truly love, what you truly need. Truly want, opening up your heart to that compassion. Of course, that's your heart chakra. It's located in right the center of your chest. We do have the MU coming out over here, which is, this is a good time to go on a new adventure. Ooh. Manatee, accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. So whatever you're going through over here, Spirit wants you to understand that, you know what, it's time for the new adventures. It's time to perceive things, the new adventures, that transformation also. And it's also, instead of fighting against whatever it is that is challenging you within the situation, let's go ahead and accept that, look at it from a different point of view so we can knock that out of the water. Because literally that's all it's going to be. Right? Sometimes we fight against things so much that it hurts us more than helps us, and then we miss the bigger picture. We miss what's really going on. So it really wants you to step back and perceive this differently. This is going to increase, whether it's your money, whatever it is, it's going to increase the positivity and the understanding of what's going on within the situation. Then you have this other beautiful chakra coming out, which actually has a lot of different chakras in it, which I do love, because it's saying with this will open, as you open up your heart, you are now opening up the root chakra, right? The intuition. Of course, your intuition is going to be open, right? That's the whole idea of perception as well. Being able to see things. So this one says, love, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Love. Part of that heart chakra as well. So how beautiful is that, guys? So, wow. I am loving this. I'm seeing a lot of, and of course we have this beautiful purple, which is talking about that clarity, which will also bring in the what? The knowing, the crown chakra, to be able to see things from a different point of view. And then it'll give you that aha moment and you'll know where to go. Okay, it takes some time, of course. Didn't say everything's going to be super fast. It just says, you know, and sometimes writing down pros and cons really does help a situation, because then it could say, okay, well, if I see it this way, let's write that down. And a lot of times when we see that, we're like, well, hold on a second. Well, that's just not it. You see what I'm saying? Because now you're saying it. Oh. Okay, so let's get in here and use a couple of tarot cards. Using a different deck. We've used the same deck for quite a while. I have so many different decks. Let's go ahead and use a different one. We're going to use the whatever the hell it's called. Telling you right now, I can't even think of how to even say that right now. Arcanian. Is that what it is? Arcanian. I think the CH is the K. Okay, let's go. Not worrying about words, worrying about what's going on here. Let's go. Six of Pentacles, beautiful Six of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, you couldn't really get any better than this if you actually think about it. You actually really think about it, guys, you really couldn't get better than this. Especially being that you guys are Earth Air. Earth Air has everything to do with also the Empress. The Empress card. The Empress card is the best card that you could probably use for you guys, no matter what, because she takes care of Libra and Taurus. Air and Earth. The Six of Pentacles is the most beautiful Libra Taurus card you could actually come from when it comes to this situation, especially talking about the heart. This is very powerful. And the manatee is also considered a bull. So it's also, right, the male is a bull, so it's also very earth. Of course, that's more earth water, but that's, you know, but that's fine, right? If you had earth water, there's no such thing, but I'm just saying, if you had earth water, that would be it. But Six of Pentacles, I'm going to share, I'm going to give, I'm going to balance it out, because no matter what, with Six of Pentacles, you have 3 and 3, which is balancing out the situation and balancing out how much I'm going to give to this situation. How much time am I going to give myself? How much, and then it will give back to you. Oh my gosh, that's actually very amazing. The increased over here is Herald the Cups. I'm going to look that one up. I haven't used this deck for a while, so I don't always remember all these heralds. Social invitation, good ideas, good news, imagination, intuition, youth, and confidence. So there it is, an increase. What did I say, though, too? I also said it over here, though. Increase in intuition, increase in thinking. So there's definitely going to be an increase in intuition. There's going to be also some good news that comes out of this situation, but that's going to be that aha moment. Is that good news going to come from another person or from yourself? I'm going to tell you right now. Right now, we're talking about yourself more than anything. And we're talking to chakras because we're balancing ourselves out so that way we can express that towards the outside world, right? It starts with the self first. So I do feel like the good news that the Herald of Cups is saying, once you balance out the situation, you're going to find that love for all things within yourself and have that better understanding of what's going on around you, right? And then you're going to receive this aha moment, and then it's going to give you that confidence. It's going to give you those new ideas, right? It's going to, and then you can push that to the outside world towards your love, if this is about your love life, towards your job, if this is about your job. And for some of you, it could even be 2 things in one. You could say, you know what, I'm having problems in my love life, and I'm also having a little bit of problems in my, you know, this pillar of my life, whether it's my social standings with other people, my love life, my family life, right? So whatever that other pillar is, you could say, I can actually balance both. Let's start with one. Always start with one, though, guys, and then move to the other. That way everything stays balanced. That way you don't fluctuate your energy and start stressing yourself out to try to fix too many things all at once. Let's start with number 1, right? So let's start with one, and then we'll get to the other, and then we'll see how that works, right? That way you're not trying to overdo it. And sometimes it's crazy because if it's a social standing thing, it could be just finding that love within yourself to build up that confidence, and it might actually push other things together that you never even knew. So sometimes even starting with one increases our vibration enough to actually start pushing towards. So for instance, if you felt uncomfortable about where your money is and it's affecting your outside world of your friends and family, and you're sad and all of this, it can actually push and make you happier, more self-confident. You're now have a glow up, and now all of a sudden you have people are pursuing you in love all over the place because you know who you are and you're, pushing out this light. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's changing it for you and helping you out because you took the first step. And that happens a lot. You'd be surprised. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah. So it's like step one can just automatically start changing other pillars in your life and increasing everything around you just from that new perspective and that newfound self-confidence within just one area, because you'd be like, I did it, right? And then you're glowing like this emerald, right? Having a complete glow up. Beautiful reading, my friends. Beautiful reading. Okay, I'm going to get an overall card for you. I'm going to use this one since you didn't get these cards. Different signs got different cards, so not everybody got all the same cards. So you might say, well, if I went to go watch, my earth reading or my air reading, and it's so, it'd be different. But I'm going to grab a couple of cards for you guys. I'm going to start with Virgo Libra first. Give me a couple cards for Virgo Libra, just two. A tarot card and a regular one. Bringing out many choices over here. Many choices. Look at all your options. Let's grab a tarot card. So you have many choices over here, Virgo Libra. It's saying you are opening up the floodgates for many new things. You have the Knight of Wands. There's that, there's that rushing in, hot, flame, fiery, and saying, this is where I want to go. This is where I'm perceiving my newfound joy, my newfound love for life with passion, honoring the passion around you, and then knowing where you're going within that fiery passion. You might even say, you might even have a Knight of Wands coming towards you. You say, oh my gosh, that's my Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo coming towards me. And it could be because the next card that you have underneath that card is Love Affair. I just want you to know that. So you never know. Okay. Okay. Very beautiful. But that's you actually just, being passionate and setting yourself on fire over here. Bring everything into balance. Let's go. Taurus, Gemini. There's chakras. Celebration. Bringing in and planning for a joyful future. Celebrating this time. Kick off the party activities and have a great time. This is going to make new investments. I do see investments coming out as well. Okay, so saying that this is, time to invest wisely. Look at what you're investing in, and then watch your finances and everything start increasing. You do have Herald the Swords. Wow, so that's going to be a lot about communication, understanding. Let's look at what she really has to say. Herald appeared before them. Herald, the swords actually represents spying, upsetting news, penetrating insights, quick changes, and decisiveness. So you might even feel like you have somebody who's spying on you. You're going to have a lot of quick changes. You're also going to have maybe some upsetting news that's going to help, though, with the penetrating. But that's okay, because then that would say, okay, maybe within my perception, I'm going to see something that's going to cause a tower that I don't like. I don't like that. But you know what? It's going to have to be done to get to where it is I need to be for those quick changes. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I said that, and you have the tower at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so it does say, yeah, with the Three of Swords. To what? To the Queen of Wands. Okay, that's where you're going to build that confidence. Remember, we were talking about that confidence coming back. That's how you're going to find that confidence coming back to you. So just make sure that you are using a lot of patience. Okay, with the Temperance. Okay, guys, next. Beautiful. Cap Aqua. Capricorn, Aquarius. Oh, what do we have? Savings and partnership. So I'll keep the partnership here. Okay, so partnership's there, and then you have fast changes, okay? And then at the bottom of the deck, you have winning. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so but we're really talking about, they're talking about creating that savings for the future, getting that money back together, looking at it from a different point of view, so that way you can invest. Once again, it's just like investing also, Capagua. It's about keeping that money going, keeping that investment going. Let's look at your cards over here. Give you the best message for the Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. This is kind of having the same kind of understanding going on over here that kind of Taurus Gemini is. So I'm really feeling that. And that's kind of crazy. They got fire, fire. It's like Taurus Gemini is in the middle of both Virgo, Libra, and Capricorn. That's crazy. But that's how energy rolls. That's why we do it this way. Queen of Swords over here in this deck. So we're looking in this book. Okay, so we want to see exactly what it says with this deck. Even though we already know what the Queen of Swords is, it says cut through the bullshit. Let's look through the new ideas. Let's look through what is there. Anybody who's standing in your way, go ahead and cut their heads off. You already know how to do that. You have that Aquarius in you. Okay, so let's see over here. Okay, air signs already know how to do that. That's nothing new. Okay. Queen of Swords over here in this is sarcasm. Oh, geez, really? Ambitious, widowhood, loss, keen determination. I'm really feeling, though, that when it's coming to this, it's really talking about, we're talking about saving money. So we are talking about pettiness. If you feel like somebody is being petty around you, I do feel like you will just go cut their head off. I do feel it's because you are trying to save money. You are trying to do what's right. You are very determined to try to hold on to this money. And really take advantage of anything that has to do with investing and keeping your comfort. You have that earth. Earth always wants comfort. Earth is about comfort. It's about keeping that comfort and stability. So if somebody's coming in that's trying to disrupt or take your savings away from you, yeah, it's going to be a disruption. And you're going to have to think with your perception and through your heart of how you're going to increase your savings, how you're going to increase your stability and your comfort. I really feel like the savings is really your comfort and security. Okay. And a lot of you can say, yeah, because it really is about money matters. Look at that. I just pulled it, right? Just pulled from the deck. Boom. New beginnings, right? So yeah, I mean, it's really about that. I just feel like somebody's coming in and you're really kind of going to be focused on that Capricorn about who is hurting me. I'm going to be fair, but I think that the Six of Pentacles and the fairness is really, like I said, this is about yourself and then towards the outside world. So you have to be fair to yourself first before you can think about somebody else, right? Unless we're talking about our children, but we still have to start with ourselves to be able to feed our children. Our children can't, you see what I mean? But the difference is that now we're going to get really to work because my children, you see what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. But on this case here, like I said, no matter what, it has to start with self so that you can get to the next person that you're trying to, organize with. Okay, so take that into perspective, okay? And I always use children a lot because I want people to understand children do mean the world, and I don't need people telling me, because believe me, I'm a mom. I know, and I'm a Taurus, so I know when I go to work, first thing I'm thinking is I'm going to bust my ass so that I can make sure I have food on the table for my kids, but I'm going to make sure I have saved money too, because I want to make sure that I have the comforts of life. It's earth quality. You can't get away from it. That's just the way shit is, right? It's the way we're built. Okay, and yeah, I could see that though, Capricorn. I'm right there with you. I'm Libra moon. Okay, so I do understand why you would want, I'll cut your head off, right? Get in my way, I'll cut your head off, right? Okay, guys. You guys are beautiful. Okay, which is some really nasty words, right? Don't take it literal. I'm like, somebody please don't take that literal. This is more like Alice in Wonderland. Off with her head, you know what I'm saying? Okay, not literally. That just means I'm gonna rip you from top to bottom with my words. The sword is your tongue more than anything. Okay, guys, let's get in here. Gotta be careful. Sometimes people want to take things too literal. It's not what I meant. Let's get an overall message for you. Actually, I want a message that actually brings peace. Hold on, guys. I didn't get that far. Oh, you know what? I have these. Let's use these. We'll have to change this around. These little cards, guys. I just want you to know, they came with my vision board. I bought a vision board, and these come in my vision board. So I thought they were the coolest little things. So it says, I am focusing my thoughts, words, and actions on my desired reality. Aren't you, though? Yeah, you are. Okay, guys. Beautiful reading, and I will see you at the next reading. Peace and love. Bye-bye. Your heart as it's beating, full of love. Imagine this green light coming out of your heart space, just filling your whole body.